A bottle of wine's enough for two, provided one's not drinking.
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water?
Perhaps that's the way to do it. But nice and hungry. But nice and hungry.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful.
He ruined the game. Yeah, I ruined the game. Fucking girl. Suck my dick. Hey. Suck on this. Oh, yes.
Don't cry, dear. The Duchess will hear of this.
This is an outrage.
Welkom på det, you asshole. The Beast of Toisson.
The light, it's positively useless. She can't possibly see. I want to go.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity, or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
I am the rules.
Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Let's see. Grown. With ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed. But only one looks, the key to which looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Sexy Duchess.
What the bunch? What was that?
What the fuck?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
Kill again.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself!
No, he's my friend.
No present control, come on.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
So you being here, it's no coincidence?
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Dettlaff. I fear he's become entangled. Landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, He prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upsetting immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I'd makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Watch your flame-fligging step!
Leave me alone!
Yes, fellow knight and friend?
Sir! Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
See what it says here? Postage paid. Won't weasel any coin out of me. Now scram.
I knew I should have wiped dirt on that stamp. Bumbotch!
Suck my dick.
My dear friend.
I've been told you're on a jaunt to Toussaint. I do hope you don't overtax yourself during the wine festival. The effects of such exertion at your age can indeed prove most detrimental. I've come upon some information which might be of interest to you. While browsing through a colleague's book collection, the details I've come to learn are rather vague, and his laboratory's location remains a mystery. Yet his journal should at least provide hints. I enclose a map I found in the tome I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. Should you grow tired of sampling Beauclair's ladies, wines, and other exquisite delicacies, this matter might prove a fruitful diversion. Investigate at your leisure. Your friend, Yennefer.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
3! Ready or not, here I come! I imagine you've been all over the world, Sir Witcher.
Whoa! A Witcher! A serious client at last.
How's business?
The coin is good, but just between us.
I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Boltmen, birch sap. Ladies of all walks, whatever fragrance Duchess Anarietta prefers at the time.
If just once somebody would order some poison, eh?
Show me what you've got in stock. Need to get going.
Welcome back.
Show me what... Need to get going.
Vou comprar mais uma cena já agora.
Welcome back.
Show me. need to get going.
They say it.
Lac Salavi. Might be worth looking into.
Kiss a dog's ass.
Ah! Nice tune. It's an escort. Not something I do often, but might be worth investigating.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dobry monument will remain closed until
Blood on his jacket.
I stalk the lard. Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton the Peyrak Peyran falls victim to his own cowardice. Beast of war.
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson.
Geralt of Rivia. Seemed...
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years...
Heard of them. Never seen any, though.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas...
If you know where to look, why not...
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? No. I'd rather leave it to someone familiar with something.
What do you have on offer? What do you have on offer? These diagrams somehow wound up in Tucson? How is that even possible?
Tucson was once home to Tiensai, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensen. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the... We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you...
This elven master.
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own. Only now, he's gone, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grand Master while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Atom. I remember him well. My master liked him. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropia. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if
The Griffin.
He came some 2. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again.
Any idea where...
No. It said he left in a rush, so he may have...
Let's talk about the...
A year ago, Bartolome de Lu... You see, at the time, he was working on new armor for...
The diagram you saw.
Beyond possibly a well-founded fear.
Tell me more.
He appeared.
Witchers never...
True. This one clearly was not wealthy. Time passed. The bear never showed. And my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it...
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it. Though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the... He made a poor impression on my master. He stepped. Tien Sahil slammed the door in his face and told him to return. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin.
Farewell.
Good luck on the pub.
Tabri, valiant knights from all corners of the world will vie for the title of Warhead champion. Tickets still available, but certain to run out quickly. A friendly reminder from the Beauclair Coopers Guild. Oakwood barrels, the best barrels around. Special discount on purchases of 10 or more.
We return to traditional values at Morris. That is the remedy.
The North must be a terribly barbaric land.
banquets and wine are rather suitable. This is Beauclair, not some free-written prose.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Aubrey monument will remain closed until further notice.
My prices are the best this side.
Another murder by the horrid beast! Milton the Peyran falls victim.
You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Slow now. Whoa.
Oh shit.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet. will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good. Lost your nerve? Run, Roach. Let's go! Slower. Scholars pitched camp here. Should look around. Scholars. Should have guessed the passages inside were blocked for a reason. Good thing they didn't try to go in there without a Witcher. Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be. place of power. Should draw from it. Magic barrier. Got a bad feeling, damn it. Can finally see something. How you like that silver? Satchel looks like it belonged to a Witcher. Adam came to Toussaint at Vesemir's request. Interesting. Too bad things ended here for this wolf. Not many of us left alive. The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit. Exit. A Witcher. Brought the ceiling down to bury his foes. Ended up burying himself, too. Slow now. Slow now. Whoa. Whoa there, Roach. Silver. Hey-ya!
Diddly snips! My back aches something horrid!
Wine is better than stew. For stew you have to chew.
They
say the witches are made of the vein
trading
of
in
our
wine,
dandelion.
while some
And
witcher
that
guards the
minstrel
common
from
folk.
Duchess once, you know, wink wink.
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
If I see the tittering tat again, I swear it, I'll scratch her eyes out. If I see the tittering tat again, I swear it, I'll scratch.
Go, go. Hey there. Giddy up.
A smashing place we have, eh? Wine by the barrel. Peace and quiet.
I wonder what the old lady...
The exhibition of the Reginald Aubrey Monument will remain closed until further...
Dat wordt.
Nice tune.
Greetings.
Managed to find something already.
Wonderful. I shall draft a copy. This is good. I thank you, Witcher.
Would you craft some?
Of course.
What do you have on offer? Farewell.
Good luck on the pub.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Greetings.
This...
My only... Alas, I...
What do you have? Farewell.
Good.
Up shoop, dum da re re up shoop.
Oh, he has.
Quite the fragrant whiff.
Welcome home, sir. I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn...
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally...
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least...
Mind giving me a little tour?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Go in.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days. Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he nearly broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Monsieur Bolius, his wife Nina, kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Follow me, please. This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Follow me, please. As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come. Mentioned the place could
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is...
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral. Not only did the residents positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's art. I understand, of course.
Got these
Oh, yes. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and a...
My armor...
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this... Ponder the note.
If you don't...
Of course, sir.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today.
I shall be glad to answer.
Thanks.
How might I be of...